Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him,
Your mic's hot whenever you're ready.
sin would have never come into the world.
Once you start talking, I'm gonna fade it out.
Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. We were not designed to receive from women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you're climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house, but until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's Monday. You know I got to act a fool today. Yeah. I got to act a fool today. Okay. This is real simple. Was T.D. Jakes correct in his assessments regarding women in modern day society? Are we raising women to be men? Oh, get ready. Are we, listen, is he right? Let's just go right there. Is he right? True or false? Today's men are masters of acting like women when it comes to conflict resolution. Woo! 1-800-920-1580. True or false? Today's women have been taught not only to think like men, but to act like men. Woo! 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. Get ready. This is what I want to know. Is this what's happening in our society today? Huh? Dick Gregory. Huh? Hey! What is the woman's role in a man's life? What is she supposed to be doing? Has society caused her to shirk her responsibilities to him? And vice versa. What is a man's role to a woman? And has modern day society caused him to shirk in his responsibility to her? Has the independent woman's role in modern day relationships evolved into something that's not sustainable? Oh, gosh. So many questions. 1-800-920-1580. Is T.D. Jakes right about society raising women to be men? And the flip side of that coin is society raising men to be little girls? Huh? Are men busy mastering the mannerisms of their women and their mothers? Woo, Lord. 1-800-920-15. I know you don't want to hear it tonight, but Zoe Williams is going to tell you the truth. Zoe Williams is going to give it to you. I know, but we got to have this. We just have to. Whew. Are women acting like men because they are suffering from wounded feminine energy? Oh, Lord. Yee. What does it mean when it is said that a woman has too much masculine energy? When we come forward, the voice of reason shall continue with this bonfire.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear,
Boom.
our feelings won't disappear.
Bang, bang.
You're listening to
All right.
the voice of
Should be
reason
automatic.
with Zoe Williams on
So, soon as you come in, hit that like button. Should be automatic. Thank you, Velvet Anderson Hall, for buying my books. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But it should be automatic. You come in, you hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. We got to stop being lazy with the likes. You come in for the good game. You come in for the knowledge. You respect the knowledge. Should hit the like button off fucking rip. We shouldn't play around with the likes. If you don't want to hit the like, you can leave. You can bounce. You don't want to be told to hit the like button, you can leave. I love y'all. I respect y'all. But the reality of it is, you got to show respect in the smallest way. Hit the like button. Don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button. Don't want to do it? Rocks. Kick them. I love y'all. But I got to be firm. Because sometimes motherfuckers is lazy and just want to come in and get. We already know what this society does. It creates a society of getters. Getters are always looking to come up. Fuck that. You got to be giving and receiving simultaneously. Fuck that, just come in and get. Support. Show your support, show your respect. Otherwise, bounce. Like button is easy. Don't cost nothing. It's easy.
We win. Community Coalition trains activists and organizers in order to support power building with Black, Brown, Indigenous, and people of color. Community
Two-Tone in the building, Little Rock. What up, what up, what up? D-Reality Motion Pictures. What up, what up, what up, what up? Truemonger, what up? Rob B, 78B. Yeah. AKA Velvet Anderson. What up? Miss JB. What up? DJ Chaos, the Mixter. What up? Hit Direct. What up? Corey. What is that? Corey Mooks? I don't want to say your name wrong. Ronaldo. What up? American Negro. What up? Q Washington. What up? What is that? Jaymon Reed. What up? Vanetta Colbert. What up? Xylon. What up? Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get the likes to match the amount of people that are in here. Smoker. What up? That's CocoSouthLA.org or call 323-750-9087. This is a community. Shalom, shalom, assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to the family. Love, 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 love.
You want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA.
It's the vibe, baby. Here we go, vibe. From the top, vibe, baby. Set it up, vibe. Keep it moving, vibe, baby. Here we go, vibe. From the top, vibe, baby. Set it up, vibe. Keep it moving, vibe, baby. Here we go, vibe. From the top, vibe, baby. Set it up, vibe. Keep it moving, vibe, baby. Here we go, vibe. From the top, vibe, baby. Set it up, vibe. This is not an example of an overnight come up. This is the product of that Sunday, sundown, sun up. Where some way, somehow I found myself. What happens it now will be around for 1,000.
Yep. Your brother Zoe Williams back in the building. It's Monday. Let's get the week started off right. The VOR, the voice of reason. We're going to start on fire. You know how we do. The playlist is my co-host. The co-host is my playlist. Andy, what was the name of this artist right here? I love that record, man.
Tall black guy, vibe right.
Tall black guy, vibe right. That was the name of that record, Vibe Right. Check him out. The artist is called Tall Black Guy. Now, the mix that I gave to, or that I wanted to hear for that song was different, but I never heard that one. But that was dope. Vibe right, tall black guy. I'm with it. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is in the building live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know what it is. We got an amazing topic tonight. This amazing topic is really cooking in our society right now. Our culture is really making its rounds. So you know the voice of reason had to deconstruct it a little bit. Was TD Jakes right in his assertion that society are raising women to be men? A lot of people didn't hear the society part, but if you listen to what he said every sociological construct, this goes against every sociological construct, right? Men are at the top, women are in support, raise the kids, right? This is every sociological construct. So is society raising women, especially this society, raising women to be men, raising women to act like men, raising women to think like men, raising women to posture like men? Is society guilty of this act? The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Is society making women more masculine? Is society guilty of making men more feminine? How do you fix a wounded feminine soul? And does the wounded feminine soul, like, she's been through a lot. She's been marginalized. She's been through women's suffrage. Well, that was, well, if white women were going through women's suffrage and had the need for feminism to be created, then you got to know the black woman was being treated even worse. Because at least white women were inheriting slaves after their husbands died, right? White women were the number one holder of slaves at one point, right? Because they inherited slaves. So if the white woman was suffering and she was inheriting human property, she must have been doing better than the black woman. Okay, I need you to listen tonight. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. There's a book out there called They Were Her Property. Look it up. I didn't make it up. They were her property. The white woman seemed to be doing pretty good. She was in competition with her man, and that's why she created the feminist movement. But let's go deeper. Is today's society masculinizing, if that's a word, making sisters and brothers switch roles, right? Is today's society making women more masculine, right? Goodness gracious. Does the modern day sister reject being a nurturer? 1-800-920-1580. I need to know. I need to know. How many men and women divested from their respective roles in relationships because society is topsy-turvy? See, a lot of people don't want to give society credit for ruining you. Listen, have you ever heard of social engineering? Why is society engineering men and women to behave in a certain way? Well, let's go back to what Zoe Williams said. And I have framed it this way in most of my dissertations here on this show. And I started with Jiddu Krishnamurti's quote, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." So society is sick, but at the same time, society is the author of yourself. Because through slavery, through everything that has happened to us, Jim Crow, redlining, all of the travesties and the tragedies that have happened to us at the hands of the people that control this country, right? They are still the authors, listen to what I'm about to say, ladies and gentlemen, of who we think we are. I know you don't want to hear that. But when it comes to who wrote your benchmark for love in relationships, you get romantic, the Romans. Who wrote the benchmark for your education? Well, I got a degree from such and so and so. Who funded that institution? Who wrote the textbooks? Do you understand? The content of your consciousness is not written by your people. Back to Krishnamurti. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Let's look up the word society from the etymological root of it. 1530s, circa 1530s, society, noun. It means companionship, friendly association with others. From Old French, society, company, our group. 12th century, modern French, society, from Latin, societem. All right, normative, societas, fellowship, association, alliance, union, community. Wait a minute, we're in relationship with society? Yes, you are. The sickness of society mirrors the sickness of the people, and vice versa. Okay, let me give you another word that you didn't think goes with society. Mercenary. Let's look up the etymological root of the word mercenary. Mercenary is a noun. Late 14th century. Mercenary. One who, listen to me, people. One who works only for hire. One who has no higher motive to work than the love of gain. From Old French, mercenary, hireling, 13th century, and directly from Latin, mercenaris, one who does anything for pay. Back to Krishnamurti, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. We have become social mercenaries. I've been saying this for over a decade. If you go back and listen to my videos and my shows, I've been saying we have become social mercenaries. Even on this show, we're getters. What can I get out of it? You gonna blame the woman because that's how she was conditioned? Listen, beauty and booty is one of the most valuable currencies modern day women have. You gonna get mad because that's how society made it? If you sat down and ran the receipts from dinners, just from let me flirt a little bit so I can get a dinner. If you just ran the receipts on the multiple dudes who are willing to trick for that, who are willing to pay for that, that's society. It is a socially mercenary type society. This is how we interact with each other. So you get mad because the woman is conditioned to be that way? You get mad because the woman who enters into corporate America begins to become more masculine. Society told her that this is a dog-eat-dog, transactional, materialistic, capitalistic world. So you get mad at her because she's been conditioned that way? Who is the author of this conditioning? Huh? Even her grandmama told her don't give it up for free. Uh-oh. Come on. Now, that don't make it right though, sister. Do you understand? That don't make it right. At some point in your own spirit, you should say, wow, I have to give up my softness, my natural nurturing. I have to give up my natural empathetic side in order to be a boss bee. Huh? In order to be an independent boss bee, I got to give up all of this. At some point in your own spirit, you should say, wow, to win, to be a dog out here, I got to give up something that is innately me. As a woman, that's innately me. I've got to trade that off. Do you know how many corporate baller women cannot turn off their inner CEO? Come home, still the CEO, bossing their man around. Be quiet. Come on. Okay, you know, I had a hard day's work. You know what you got to do. Come over here and rub these feet. Don't I make it nice? Listen to me now. This is a manifestation of the toxicity that Krishnamurti was talking about. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Why is society destroying what was natural? That's the real question that somebody should ask. Was T.D. Jakes right? Was he right? We have become social mercenaries. Was he right? Huh? I want to hear from the folk. Was T.D. Jakes right? Now, he said a few things about the Bible and listen, when men, the whole piece about pouring into, first off, the word pour means pure from its etymological root. It also means flow. We don't pour into each other, Brother Jakes. I love you. No disrespect. But we got to go back to the etymological root of words so we can understand them in their proper context. We don't pour into each other. You know why? Because what's in us comes from the same source. Now, the question becomes, where is the flow blocked? There is blockages of the flow, the bidirectional flow, right? All of us are already full. You can't pour into something that's full. Now, like I said before, there can be blockages, there can be things in your cup that need to be removed. But we flow into each other. We don't pour into each other. We flow into each other because our flow at a spiritual level comes from the same source. That's how you recognize each other. Either you're recognizing each other's wounds unconsciously, or you're recognizing each other's good characters and what I call visible lights consciously. And again, relationship is a mirror. It is designed for it to irritate that which is unseen so it can rise to the seen level so it can be resolved or it can be dealt with. That's what relationship is about. And I always, let me just say this before I get to the callers. We got callers on the line right now. I always get upset with people who have an old way of thinking, and I shouldn't get upset. I'm not upset with T.D. Jakes. I'm not. But the position, if you talk about a man being a provider without talking about white supremacy and the wealth gap, right? You got Wells Fargo today being sued for discrimination, racial discrimination when it comes to loans. See, everybody wants to say, oh, you make an excuse. No, talk about the facts. If you're not talking about the wealth gap, and you're not talking about white supremacy because it's going to hurt your pocket, and now you're trying to talk like Kevin Samuels because he gone, and now we got to find a way to usurp his messaging. Do you understand? Listen, man, can we be honest? You cannot talk about black male provision until you talk about the wealth gap. How the wealth gap is designed to keep you down. In one breath, they'll say, oh, no, it's not. Okay. United States makes up 5% of the world's population. But it makes up 25% of the world's incarcerated. And 25% of the world's incarcerated are black men. Public Enemy had a symbol that had a black man in the crosshairs. Yes or no? Public Enemy number one, black man. We're going to send him to jail. We're going to marginalize him. You saw how they attacked Rich Paul. When Rich Paul, who is the agent of LeBron James and others, when Rich Paul started making moves to get all of the top talent, from the NCAA. The NCAA came out and said, okay, you can't talk to the kids unless you got a degree. You think they didn't do the research to know that only 16% of black men in America have a bachelor's? And everybody came out in defense of Rich Paul. Like, no, you don't get to do that. They saw him getting ready to create a monopoly, a dynasty, and they wanted to block him. Oh, when we come forward, TD, you got to speak on this, brother. You can't just say, be a provider. That's like Obama saying, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. But then not dealing with the wealth gap. When we come forward, the voice of reason shall continue this fire. Yeah! Where we at, y'all? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Where we at today? Can I get everybody to hit the like button? Y'all lagging on the like button. Everybody hit it. It's free. It's free.
The police shooting death of Amir Locke in Minneapolis. 18-year-old Mackay Speed is accused of fatally shooting Otis Elder during a drug deal in January. Elder's death led police to conduct a no-knock warrant at a downtown apartment building in which Locke was shot and killed. Kansas City legend Buck O'Neal inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
What up, family? Y'all enjoying the show? Y'all enjoying the show? Everybody, where my twos and fews crew at? We got somebody in here who hit us with a two and a few. That was Smoker. What's good, fam? From the town. I'm going to the phone lines. Salute, 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 family. Salute, salute, salute. Let's get these likes up. Let's get the likes to match. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Where the twos and fews? The content is too good. Let's go. Uh-oh. Chitlin' pimp. Let's do it.
Cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
You guys saw that social mercenary breakdown, right?
I'm Jay King, President and CEO.
Chitlin' Pimp, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Can we all follow suit? Can we all follow suit? Moderators, can we encourage each other to give?
Every Friday is $5 Friday. Just go to calbcc.org or kbla1580.com or kbla1580 the app.
The Book of Ronan.
The happy birthday first anniversary.
My brother.
$5. That's it. Just $5.
Yeah. The likes is coming up.
I got 5 on it. How about you?
Let's all say thank you to our people, man.
Skinny jeans and clothes that don't fit. We believe that masculinity needs to return to today's society in a healthy manner.
Book of Ronan just got that moderator wrench. Let's go.
Wear clothes that resonate, speak to your personality.
Let's go.
And promote positive masculinity.
Masculinity clothing.
www.masculinityclothing.com.
KBLA welcomes the 10-year celebration.
James Collins Jones, I don't think you should miss this.
Rock the Block, a free LA block party on Sunday, July
I don't think you should miss this.
1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on 54th Street between 4th and 7th Avenue. There will be music, food trucks, games, various vendors, and live entertainment, including an Incorporating Your Hustle panel powered by Chase, hosted by KBLA's own Donna Michi, and an Art of Video Games panel powered by TEC. Lamert featuring Dream Haven artists at Ashanti United Church, plus a parent education and
y'all ready for the night?
Powered by Nappy at the
Where my people at?
Giveaways while supplies last.
Those likes are almost there. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jordan Banks, DJ Quest Coast, DJ Bad, Band on
Hit direct, said it. The hit the like button should be automatic. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
On the 10-year celebration of the Whitehall Arts Academy Rock the Block LA Block Party on July 31st. From
Salute to the chat.
7 p.m. on 54th
Number love to the
Street
chat.
and
Salute to the
7th
chat.
August 6th and 7th, KBLA Talk 1580.
Salute to the chat.
Jazz Festival happening at
Edward Vincent Jr. Park in Inglewood, California, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with performances from national artists like Eric Benet.
Miss JB just got that wrench. Come on, Miss JB.
Family Soul, plus Frank McComb, Cy Smith, Rashteen Calhoun, Aaron Stevens,
Rob B just got that wrench.
Loud Teaser Band, Jacquees Ledger, Malik Rice, David Broussard, Phil Denny.
What up, people?
Get your general admission and VIP tickets now at tasteofinglewood.com for Inglewood's premier street fair and music festival, happening on August 6th and 7th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Edward Vincent Jr. Park. That's tasteofinglewood.com. Don't miss Eric Benet, Chrisette Michelle, Eric Roberson, Kindred Family Soul.
Phone lines is cracking.
And more. Tickets on sale now at tasteofinglewood.com.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box?
Phone lines is cracking.
For climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at
Here we go.
nfamilyfire.org. That's nfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by N Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
The Institute for Live in a Minute certification is all about the
60 seconds. Here we come.
California's on fire tonight.
Huh?
California's on fire tonight.
The fires?
No, the phone line.
Oh, yeah.
6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or visit
Here we go.
certification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800.
Hey, Friday, I'm going to drop the link to my latest master class. Who's signing up for the master class? This Friday, I'm going to have the link. This Friday, my latest master class is going to be in September. Y'all got to get down with me.
Only on KBLA Talk.
Yeah. Yep. The voice of reason back in the building. Hey, man, in case you wondering, that track, woo, Tall Black Guy. One of my favorite tracks by this artist. The artist is called Tall Black Guy. The name of the track is Rockin' From Beginning to End. Fire track. Here, let me give you 15 more seconds of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire. The phone lines are cracking. Hot topic tonight was Bishop T.D. Jakes right when he said we are raising our women to be men in this society? Hey, I want to hear from you. 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are on fire completely. Let's go from top to bottom. Richie Rich from Pasadena, California. Now, no cursing, Richie Rich. Get in here.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Big Joe, man? It was a half-truth. Some of the things that he said was right and exact, and some of the things weren't. The one thing that I want to point out that I disagree with was when he was like, a man shouldn't have to ask his woman for lunch money. We shouldn't have these inflexible beliefs to where we can't adapt to real life situations. For example, sometimes the man may get a back injury on the job, or he may just be trying to figure out his next move or whatever. I'm always rely on my woman for everything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
gonna
hey,
pick up the pistol.
hey, Rich,
Yeah.
you hitting on a heavy one. What about if you Denzel Washington and you haven't made it yet and your teeth are messed up and your wife Pauletta pays to get your teeth fixed and supports you all the way up until you become Denzel Washington? Talk to me about that.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, in some moments, you may have to put the gown on and cook for the kids and make sure they get to school while she at work, and vice versa. She may have to go under the house and know how to do the plumbing, or lift under the hood and know how to do the oil change. All that knowledge is powerful. You know what I'm saying? And we all should be able to step in and fill each other's roles, because that's what true support is. That's what true partnership is. You know what I'm saying? I'm never giving up on my black woman. And sisters, we here for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make sure we empower ourselves with the truth and stop listening to these people that aren't speaking for us. You know what I'm saying? And remember that we are walking billionaires with this melanin. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
4,000 a gram, giving us the intellectual superiority over everybody. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue to love each other, and let's continue to build with each other. And like you said, not have these inflexible belief systems. You feel me?
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Richie Rich. You brought Dina Love in the building. You already know this your home. Call in anytime. Thanks, fam.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Let's go to Long Beach. Tamara is in the building. Get up in here and speak to me, young lady.
Hi, good evening, Zoe. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so initially I was thinking this is a numbers game, and while we respect Bishop Jakes for his biblical scholarness, I was thinking initially just the sheer numbers don't allow for all men to lead all women because we outnumber them.
Mm-hmm.
So after a quick search on the Google, the census numbers are getting a little bit tighter overall men to women ratios. However, then we have to bring up the numbers of, like you mentioned, the black men specifically that are incarcerated, and then those that the black men that aren't into women specifically. We have to take them out of the scenario. So I'm saying all that to say that this is a complicated topic, and he certainly, while it was an interesting approach to broach it, it's an incomplete conversation. And just for women, I'm not speaking for all women, of course, but me specifically, it is a very fine line to be educated and have my own and allow whomever the special men in my life are to lead. While I had a fantastic example of a father who was the head of our household, and it was myself and 4 sisters, my mother was indeed the primary breadwinner. She made, just dollar for dollar, probably 3 to 1 to what my father did. So it's a hard road to toe in current society. Women staying feminine, and we won't even use the word submissive, but certainly agreeable to certain leadership roles for men. I think overall, most women want that. We desire that. We would do anything not to have to wash the car and pump the gas. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the top of my list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, if that is not available, don't we then shift to survival of the fittest? Don't we have to survive? Don't we have to move forward?
But Tamara, you hitting it right. You're hitting it right on the nail. You're hitting the nail right, bam. And I'm gonna tell you why. Survival mode is in place for all of us, brothers and sisters.
Right.
We are all in survival mode, all of us, right? Society has put us to such a degree. This is why I say I respect Brother Jakes. But when you make a blanket statement for a nuanced problem, then to me that's problematic. You can't just universally, the man is supposed to provide. Well, if your man is under attack by a system that never fully incorporated him into their higher ups, and you understand what I'm saying? We have never been fully incorporated unless we bent the knee some kind of way, some type of capitulation. I've always said, in order for the black man to rise up the ladder of corporate America and reach the higher rungs of society, he must bend the knee and kiss the ring to those that rule, to those that are in power. And if you're a man worth any salt, you ain't gonna bend your knee to nobody. If you really a man, you're not gonna capitulate to the one that signs your check. Now, I'm just saying, sister, you touched on some very heavy things. Do you have one final thought to say? Because I really appreciate what you said.
Just that we do want, especially as black women, in the group of women that I run with, we lift our men up. We will do a back bend to help them stand up a little taller, a little stronger. But every day it's a fight with femininity versus, busting through the door and just trying to take over just to get the job done or the bill paid, so to say. So every day it's a tightrope, and we love our men, though sometimes we just got to get the damn job done.
I love it, sister. Thank you so much for bringing Long Beach, California in the building. I appreciate you. The phones are cracking. The number to dial is 1-800-950 or 920-1580. That's 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, we're going to talk more about TD Jakes. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go. The likes are still not up at the level. Can we get the likes up there? There are more people in here than there are likes. Let's get the likes. Let's get the likes. Let's hit the like. Like it up, like it up, like it up. Watch, talk, and act. What up? You earned this right here. Take that wrench, brother.
By the Weeknd on the hot R&B songs chart, surpassing him as the artist with the most charted songs with a total of 79, and The Weeknd with only 71. Other artists at the top of the hot R&B charts are Drake with 56 songs.
Hey, where'd Sean go?
Bryson Tiller with 41. Plus, Brown
That line 4 bullshit again.
Man, get Sean back.
You gonna call back though?
All right.
Entries surpassing Elvis's 109 recorded entries. Wow, tell us your
Come on, man, you earned it, fam. Supporting, rocking with a brother. Let's get the likes up, people. It's free. The like don't cost you nothing. Can everybody hit the like button? Can everybody hit the like button? It don't cost you nothing.
Diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversity certification.
This subject has many lanes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Miss JB, thank you. Miss JB, you have been consistent in your support of the channel. Miss JB, thank you. You earned it too. Didn't I give you one too? Yes, you earned that wrench. Miss JB is now a moderator. Thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you. Everybody thank Miss JB. Everybody thank everybody that's hitting us up. Watch talking at. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody thank everybody for showing they love. For everybody showing they love. Everybody thank you, thank you.
How you do it? I'm here to show you how. Text 212-665-4418 and ask for me, Nicole Franklin. I'm your co-host of the radio series Before You Go. When I'm not on the air, I'm the COO of a cryptocurrency firm. We're 3 Quality, and we make it our business to teach you how to crypto, how to purchase, how to profit.
Nah, man, it's hard to earn these wrenches. I don't just be handing them out all willy-nilly. Wait a minute, there go Lloyd Hinton. He earned a goddamn wrench. Lloyd Hinton in the building. There go your wrench, sir. There go your wrench, brother. V Ness been rolling with a nigga. Boop, there go your wrench, sister.
More of The Voice of Reason with Phil Williams. Right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Black Lion. Micaiah McCowan. Micaiah McCraven, excuse me. Are these all instrumentals?
The Voice of Reason's playlist. The playlist is my co-host. Woo! The name of this track is called Black Lion. Micaiah McCraven. Micaiah McCraven. I had to put on some heavy music, man, to go with this heavy topic. Was T.D. Jakes, Bishop T.D. Jakes, who deserves the utmost amount of respect. Been putting in work for a long time. No disrespect to T.D. Jakes, but we get to critically analyze and break down your statements. And no man is perfect and no man is flawless. So this is not to besmirch the character of T.D. Jakes. This is just to put what he said under a microscope to see if it applies universally. Get to your phone lines, 1-800-920-1580. We got Malcolm from Chicago on the line. Malcolm, jump in here. Let's talk.
What's going on, big bro?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling, man. As you know, there's no profanity on the show, but I have to say it.
I wouldn't dare, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Listen, I think that our people forget one major component to piggyback on what you're talking about. And you've talked about this. I followed you for over, 6-7 years ago now?
Mm-hmm.
You, Jeff Breezy, Kevin, you've always broke this down. I want to ask the family a question in this context. Do black women mind having a comfortable place in white supremacy as long as it undermines a black man's authority, masculinity, humanity? Do black men mind having a comfortable place in it as long as he can floss, stunt, show off, pageant?
Peacock. Keep going.
Peacock. Flossy floss. Swishy bout. Kiss you in the wind. I'm trying to get the family to understand that that's where we need to come from in this whole dynamic.
But you want me to answer you? But Malcolm, I can answer your question. The answer is yes.
Please.
The answer is yes to all of that. Because guess what? If the sister sees the brother, and if she has any knowledge of our true position in society, she sees us as a ward, as a little boy. She sees us as a ward. So now she's in survival mode. So now she got to date your resources. And if you don't have any resources, you're not viable. You're not legitimate. You're not certified. So if society certifies the man by way of a degree, by way of a career, by way of possessions, by way of his wallet, then it is the society itself that she's using as a measuring rod of the man, and vice versa. Brothers is looking at the sister too, saying, if you not cute, if you're not beautiful, right? Beauty and booty, if you don't have those things.
Like the Brazilian butt lift.
Right.
5 pounds of makeup.
Right.
You know.
Right. So,
Lord.
and what I'm saying is it's all a survival mode on both sides. For a man, the woman has to become a possession that he can objectify.
Exactly.
Right? His wallet put him in a position to be able to say, now sit down and look cute and don't question my authority. Right? But the flip of it for her is I'm independent of you. I don't need you. I'm educated. I got a good job. I don't need you, brother. And besides, you broken anyway. Now, no sister in her right mind could tell brothers we broken without acknowledging their own brokenness. But in a society that lets you win a little bit more than your man, you get to look down on your man as if his brokenness is different than yours or less severe than yours. Listen, you broken too, sister. That's why we at war. Talk to me, Malcolm.
And another thing is, Mr. Bishop himself didn't talk about the hand that he has had over the woman in his very facility every Sunday morning. And brought her into such a belief. So brother, don't just chop it on one side of the branch. You got to chop all the branches, brother. Talk about the tree that you have grown and the honor you've given to her and showed her. Yes, this is what you have to do. Just tie it a little bit more. Just hike that dress up just a little bit more and show a little bit more and do what you can to bring the man into the fold. Then when you bring the man into the fold, you sit up and, like you just said, look at him like he's crazy because he's sitting there playing with his lips, thinking about how can I get in a little bit more with master. So that's all I got, brother.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Hey, man, I appreciate it. You brought Chicago in the building. When I come back, I'm going right back to Los Angeles. We got Los Angeles folk in the building tonight. When we come forward was the good bishop, T.D. Jakes, right about women being turned into men. Hey, y'all in the building tonight. Y'all in the building tonight. Yeah.
So apparently the client, right? He's listening to the show,
and he wants me to do a read.
He wants the energy that you have right now on the show on the read. So I guess you was too chill on the read. So he wants that. The energy.
Is he paying me for this?
At one of the clinical
sites I already did the read. I'm not doing it again. Tell him to ask somebody else to come at me.
And I was gonna ask you if you could say like, yo, for those of you who probably was on hold and got cut off, call back.
Yes.
You can do that because I think they got discouraged or whatnot.
Okay, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Call back. Get on the phone line. Call back. Let me just say this. When we get up to 4 callers, this bay holds 6 callers. But when we get up to 4, when the phone line gets to 4, 4 is a weird little line, and 4 tends to hang people up. So call back. We've got 3 open lines, so call back.
Live in a minute.
Live in a minute.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you when we fight, we win. Central
Hey, Andy,
organizes for the rights of
tell the callers I'm going to take them to the top. Tell them to hold on. I'm going to take them to the top.
Seeking social justice. Central CSO stands for Chicano X, self-determination, defending public education, and
Hey, great job on the likes, y'all. Great job on the likes. There are more likes now than people in here. Great job. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great job, great job, great job.
Central CS. This is a community call to action.
You did, Malcolm.
Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason. We gotta keep it turned up, man. 7 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. You know how I get down. I gotta hit you upside your dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach. We're listening to By Your Side by Ryan James Carr and the Cartoons. Hey, just understand, when I come forward, I'm gonna slap you upside your head again. We talking about T.D. Jakes. Was he right or wrong? Are women becoming more masculine on the VOR? Beat that beat.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
That beat dumb as hell.
I'm Kevin Brown, and here's the latest on the Black Information.
That beat ignorant than a motherfucker, right?
Murder that prompted the police shooting death of Amir Locke in Minneapolis.
Plastic truck nuts disorder is a socially acceptable
deal in January. Elder's death led police to conduct a warrant at a downtown apartment building in which Locke was shot and killed. Kansas City legend Buck O'Neil inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. O'Neil was officially inducted during ceremonies at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York. O'Neil, who died in 2006, was a player and coach with the Negro League. Kansas City Monarchs went on to become the first African-American coach in Major League Baseball. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, receiving quite the buzz since the trailer was released over the weekend. The teaser was viewed over 170 million times in the first 24 hours. That's the latest. I'm Kevin Brown from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Find summer savings on select major appliances at Lowe's. Home to any budget. Home to any possibility. While supplies last, valid 7/21 through 7/27.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
Let me just close to say I downloaded your app while we
What up, peoples?
It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
If the KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download and share, you should download the app and share with your friends too.
That's beautiful.
So, download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you
On
go.
the diet, pant.
KBLA Talk 1580. You are now rocking with the best. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, God.
The voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like, is this something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with the bad vibes routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
So William,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
You said, wait a minute. I'm a professional woman. And you're a failure. Don't tell me nothing about your profession. You're a failure if you can't keep a man. No profession can make you happy. No profession. Call yourself whatever the hell you want to. If there ain't a man in your life to make you happy, your profession can never do for you what God made man to do for you.
Oh, don't get the minister involved. Don't get the minister involved. What he's saying is, I'm about to say something, And I want y'all to understand, you hear me talk about this all the time. Man and woman are fine-tuned to each other. Divine masculinity, divine femininity, fine-tuned to be attracted and interact with each other. That's what it is. This is how you know your society is insane. When they push ideas the same way they pushed crack. The same way they push crack, they say something wrong with you. And we got to cancel you and censor you for doing what you know is innately true to your being. Huh? Listen. Maybe, okay, let's do it another way. The great Krishnamurti. We have created society, and that society has conditioned us. Our minds are tortured and heavily conditioned by a morality which is not moral. The morality of the society is immorality because society admits and encourages violence, greed, competition, ambition, and so on, which are essentially immoral. There is no love, no consideration, no affection, no tenderness, and the moral respectability of the society is utterly disorderly. A mind that has been trained for thousands of years to accept, to obey, and conform cannot possibly highly sensitive and therefore highly virtuous. We are caught in this trap. This is a quote from a book called You Are the World by Jiddu Krishnamurti. Now let's just hear what the brother minister said. You can't totally be completed by what you do. See, you need to understand what you do is not a total reflection of who you are. It is a facet of who you are. But like a diamond, in order to be brilliant, you have to have multiple facets. You see, what you do is just a facet. Again, at the end of the day, we have been conditioned to be social mercenaries. Can you blame the sister for that? She was born in this mess like you were. Brother, I don't want to see a brother condemning a sister because she is in survival mode, reacting the way she reacts. You reacted the way you reacted when you decided to cook up some crack. When you decided to do whatever hustle you had going, numbers, check scams, credit scams. You understand what I'm saying? You did what you needed to do to make it, right? So why would you get mad at the sister for saying, you know what? I was made to capitulate. And if listen to what I'm about to say. If the toxic masculinity of white supremacy is more man than you, 1-800-920-1580. If the toxic masculinity of white supremacy is more man than you, brother, I'm going to go ahead and get that check from him. Listen, this system taught her to gauge you by a check. This system taught her that. I tell brothers all the time, they say, we are protector and provider. I say, you more than that. Do you understand? You are more than that, brother. The God in you makes you more than what you make. Somebody meme it. The God in you makes you more than what you make, brother. I know you don't want to hear it tonight, but to sit around and complain about women and how they respond to survive in a toxic environment, brother, you worse than a woman. Complaining about women. What man complains about a woman? I'll tell you what, a man that is not appreciated by women, a man that is not coveted by women, a man that is not sought after by women. I know you don't want to hear it tonight, brothers, but I'm not going to play with you this evening. Until you grow up as a man and bend reality to your will, you don't get to say nothing about how she's in survival mode. When I come forward, the voice of reason will go to the phone lines. The phone lines are on fire.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Somebody says, "Oh, cooking tonight." Am I cooking? Am I cooking tonight? Am I cooking? Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the like button.
That focuses on providing news
Put up!
to the people in our community.
Put up whatever meme you want. Let me know if this shit rocking for you.
Subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cow-cruise-news.com. That's cowcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button.
Y'all talk to me.
Right corner of the homepage.
Talk to me, brothers and sisters. Talk to your brother.
42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future.
I'm telling you right now, I got the link for the master class.
Lots of flavors.
Woo! Who's signing up for the master class?
Things tobacco companies don't say.
You are built to oppose environment, therefore untucketh thy nuts.
Nicotine is a poison that can rewind.
Who gonna sign up for my 3rd annual September master class? Who gonna sign up? The master class is bananas. Oh, it's gonna be sick as hell. Everybody should sign up. Should I tell you what it's called? I ain't gonna say what it's called just yet. Yes, I will. The Self-Empathy Masterclass. I ain't gonna tell you the whole topic. When boy, this shit about to be so crazy, y'all gotta sign up. When I drop the link, I think I'm gonna drop the link Friday. When I drop the link, everybody should sign up. Everybody should sign up. Not self-care. The Self-Empathy Masterclass.
Dedicated to improving the quality of life for South Los Angeles residents.
How to contend with your inner asshole so you won't have to deal with the outer asshole. The self-empathy, man. That's the
LCAC Center features stunning public art installations, galleries devoted to American history, and
is it grapeseed oil? Is it avocado oil? I don't know what it is. I'm about to go ham in this master class.
To make a donation or get help, call 323-5.
Y'all gotta sign up. Y'all gotta sign up. This Friday, y'all gotta sign up. I'm gonna drop the masterclass link. Everybody, the Self-Empathy Masterclass. I'm gonna teach you how to kick your own ass for once and for all.
Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wake up! Wake up! Y'all remember that scene in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing? No, in School Days. Wake up! Ladies and gentlemen, this track is called The Awakening by Joseph Lineberg. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. I gotta get on fire tonight. because my brother T.D. Jakes started a fire in the community. Society wanted to double tax households. There was a time when a man could have a good job. He could eat, if he had a trade, he could work from home, like my grandfather. My grandfather, Samuel. I love my grandfather, Samuel Walker Sr. My Samuel Walker Sr. could fix cars, and he had a stable clientele of people who would come, and he would break down carburetors and with his bare hands and put it back together. That was Samuel Sr., right? But let me say, he could put people through school. He could take care of his family with one job. Nobody comes after the feminists. No disrespect to the feminists. I understand what it was about initially. What was it about? It was about equal rights. That's why I always question the name of it. Why is it called feminism? Why can't it just be called equality? Equality for women. I know it came out of the women's suffrage movement. I know that. But who's to say that it's supposed to move through society uncontaminated? If Christianity is contaminated, the original tenets of feminism has been contaminated, with radical feminists believing that men are disposable. They will come after a Beyonce for getting married to a Jay-Z. Huh? But nobody remembers that clip from, what was that, that movie, the white guy who did Fahrenheit 9/11. He did a movie called Fahrenheit 9/11. And he had a conversation with the producer of the movie Trading Places, Russo. And Michael somebody, I forgot his name, Michael somebody. But he produced Fahrenheit 9/11. And Michael Moore, that was his name. And he had a sit down with Russo, the producer of Trading Places that starred Eddie Murphy. And he said one of the Rockefellers told him about the New World Order and what their plans was. And he also mentioned feminism and said they created feminism because they could only tax one person in the household, and typically it was the man. Now, did feminism increase the masculinity in the modern day woman because they wanted her to be independent? Huh? Don't nobody say that. Don't nobody connect those dots. Is that the truth? I don't know. But is it fair to ask the question? See, we walk around here acting like what we believe in is untainted, undiluted. Listen, what your mama and them taught you is tainted. What they learned is tainted. It is your job as someone who is supposed to reconcile generational tasks, i.e. generational curses, to fix that. Oh, but your mama and them got it from somewhere. They got it from their family, but their family was influenced by a sick society too. Nobody wants to question society. Everybody has to go along to get along. As Krishnamurti said, you are taught to conform. You are taught to bend the knee. Why are you mad at the sister because she's becoming more like men, aggressive? Because the society calls for it. If you talk to a high-level woman who's out there working according to the standards of this society, she'll tell you she can't be soft. Because people gonna take advantage of her by virtue of the fact she's a woman. And ladies, am I lying? Call me right now, 1-800-920-1580. Talk to me right now. Let's get these people on the line right now. James from Los Angeles, you're up next.
What up, Mrs. Zoe?
Yes, sir.
To you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about it.
This ain't nothing new. This has been doing it for thousands of years. Thousands. From the sisters from Africa to then crossing the ocean, becoming slaves, to grandma, great-grandma in the cotton fields while the man was chained and being whipped. This ain't nothing new. The white brothers making a big scream over it. And T.D. Jakes, he should shut up. He can just straight out shut up. His job is to preach the word. He ain't even doing that. He don't even call his church a church no more.
What does he call it?
He calls it the Potter House.
Well, that's from the Bible. That's from the Bible, the Potter's House. I get what he's saying. The Potter's House is definitely from the Bible, and I think he's in alignment with the fact that it's a church. But continue, brother.
But is he preaching the word? But besides that, I could care less if her sister's doing what she's doing, if she's making her own way, being responsible and respectful. I don't have no problem. Let her do her thing. But I'm still staying strong. I'm a soldier. Point blank.
Right.
I'm not going to worry about what she does. I'm only going to worry about what I do. As long as I do what is right in my eyes, in the Father's eyes, hey, more power to all of it. And I'm not bending no knee. But none of it. Because we done been too long. Matter of fact, they done broke us down too many times. It's time to stand up right and to get out there and get it. It's out there. We just have to come together as a people. As long as we keep getting people who are going to jump over the fence, because they get a little something and scared to stick their hand back and help somebody else over, we're going to stay in the same position.
Absolutely. Thank you, good brother. We appreciate the call, man. Los Angeles in the building because of James. Good looking, James. You know you could call in anytime, fam. We appreciate you. Let's move on very quickly. Let's go to Bowman. He's next up in line. Bowman, Grand Prairie, Texas. It's your time to shine. Talk to us, brother.
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you, man, for calling in here. Let's get it.
You know, T.D. Jakes is correct in the regard that our women have become more masculine, but that is by design. You know, it takes money to manipulate our people. Modern black men and women are science creations. Our women have been forced to become more masculine because of the circumstances that they want us to be in. I'm going to say this. I don't like that T.D. Jakes all of a sudden wants to come in with this new way of teaching, because from the very beginning, he enabled him to become his way, because he did exactly other people that we talked about in the scriptures did. He didn't actually give our people the scriptures the way we should have. Like when it talks about the valley of the dry bones, he never spoke life into our people, specifically our women, because that's who mostly goes to these churches. He actually aided in how women have become today in our community. Women thou art loose. That's a subliminal thing for him that he wrote. But I feel like he has actually aided in the mess that he's talking about as well. So he needs to take some accountability for that.
But let me just give a little bit of context. When he did Woman Thou Art Loosed, he was talking about from generational curses. He was talking about from pain, from hurt, from things that they have gone through. He wasn't saying, Woman Thou Art societal or socially loosed. He was saying, Thou art pain, trauma, addiction. He was talking about being loosed from those things. That's what he was talking about. And I'm not an advocate of T.D. Jakes. I'm just saying I listened to that because I wanted to make sure I understood what he was talking about. Again, loose from PTSD. He was saying loose from all of the things internally that drag you down, that you are anchored to. I don't think he was talking about socially loose, but continue, brother.
I just feel like there's not enough spiritual context to what he teaches when it comes to our people. He needs to go precept upon precept and break it down, so that way we can actually do. We don't have to necessarily follow the be religious with this thing, but we need to be able to have some form of concept that we can follow universally, so that we can become one mind and actually do. And that's what he's lacking in.
All right, brother. I appreciate it. You know that. Bowman, you can call in anytime. Grand Prairie, Texas is in the building because of you. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Good looking, good looking, good looking. Let's get to Q real quick. Q from Los Angeles. And then, of course, my homeboy Sean is waiting to chime in. Let's go, Q.
Brother Zoe, good evening to you.
What's happening, family? What's happening? What's happening?
Brother, success of a woman is nothing new. If you go back to the continent, those who control the economy in the continent.
Come on! Come on, Q. See, come on, Q. I was about to get to that, but bro, please tell them what her position was on the continent. Come on.
You know, they control. There's one time the women went on strike. The government has to beg them because they were bringing down the economy. You know, and so it's nothing new. But the women achieve all this without obstructing the man from progressing. Now, if on the continent, if you need a favor from the man, you always go to the woman, the wives first.
Come on, keep going.
So that's how influential the women are, and they believe me, they control the money. The differences here, the continent and here, is that here even the women are progressing, but at the same time the system is obstructing the black man also from progressing. You know, and that has created a problem because of the competition that has created. The sisters, some of the sisters has a tendency to rub it at the brother's face. Like, I'm doing this, that I have this, I'm making the money. What are you making? Now, let's go back. TJ, what is that? TJ Blake. So
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes. He is only I think he talked about the symptoms without really making much research into the cause of the problem. And the cause of the problem is this: when a black man and a black woman goes to look for a job, the same qualification, they will give it to the black woman first, because the system is afraid of the black man. They know what the black man can do. Give the black man a chance, the black man will take over. And no, they don't want that.
Wow.
They don't want that. It's easier for the system to control the sisters than it is to control the brothers. It's a built-in factor in the system. And so I always can't get his name right. Sometimes these preachers, they think they are the moral authority to impose their will or their opinion on the general public.
Wow.
But it's not so. They don't have that moral authority. God didn't give them that. They would say that God gave it. No, God didn't tell you that.
So look, brother Q, hey, you dropping bombs, but I got to move to the next caller. I only got a little bit of time, but I appreciate you as always. You gave us much wisdom right now. Thank you, brother. Call in anytime. Los Angeles, California is in the building because of you. We appreciate the call.
My pleasure, my brother.
Yes, sir. Let's get to Sean, Oakland, California. Let's go.
Hey, brother. So the word that we're all talking about here, and I'm telling you, I think you can run with this times 100, is the word traditional.
Woo.
All right?
Come on.
The word traditional. Traditional, people, because you go back in the day, we could have all kinds of negative traditional things, right? I'll tell you what, right now, when it comes to a woman with the potential to do anything on this planet, I have a young daughter, I have a young son, and I'm like, there's nothing. I mean, how are we going to teach our kids? Don't we want to tell our kids, you can do anything you want?
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So if you want to try to hamstring any of our people and take away freedoms, I'm not with you. If you want to expand and say, hey, let's go and take advantage of all the talent we have in this country and move it throughout the world, then I'm with you. It's called teamwork. All right? That's what you do in your, personal relationships, and that's what you do with all the talent upcoming. Because I'll tell you what, we have a lot of talent, but we got to cultivate it, right?
Right.
This old guy, we better make sure that we give them the guidance to move it forward in the right way.
Wow, we appreciate that. Thank you, Brother Sean, for bringing Oakland, California in the building, man. You know you're welcome to call in here anytime. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you as usual, and we'll be back tomorrow with the rest of the fire. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire. When I come forward, I'm going to talk about some things, about what you wrote about yourself before you were contaminated with the ideology of this sick society.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
My peoples! What up, what up, what up? Hey, we lit tonight. We are lit tonight. I appreciate everybody for showing their love, hitting the like button, hitting the share button, and a lot of you guys have been hitting the super chat, and I appreciate it. Every little bit counts. We got 180 people in here right now. Let's get all the ones who haven't supported to support. Let's encourage people who haven't supported. Let's encourage them to support. We appreciate y'all. You don't have to agree with everything I say. It's about starting a discussion. It's about looking at a discussion that we've been having over and over and over again from multiple perspectives, from different angles, so we can have a more nuanced conversation about what's been going on. So that's what we're doing here tonight. Like I said, I mean no disrespect to Brother TD Jakes. A lot of what he said was true. But a lot of what he said doesn't apply universally. So we have to deal with that.
721 through 727.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
Let me just close to say I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
If the KBLA 1580 app
Hey, tell me what y'all think about tonight's show. Let your brother know. Are we producing ideas and concepts that make you think?
Download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you go. KBLA Talk 1580. You're now rocking with the best. We got a lot to talk about. KBLA welcomes the 10-year celebration of the Whitehall Arts Academy.
They be playing my little commercials in full rotation. Somebody got to pay me.
July 31st from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on 54th Street between 4th and 7th Avenue.
Hey, man, somebody in there was like...
games, various vendors, and live entertainment.
I ain't going to say this on the air.
Incorporating Your Hustle panel, powered by Chase, hosted by KBLA's own Donna Michi, and an Art of Video Games panel, powered by TEC Lamert, featuring Dream Haven artists at Ashanti United Church, plus a parent education and advocacy panel, powered by Nappy at the Knowledge Shop. Backpack
Withheld because black men didn't invent.
Main stage performances
because black men didn't invent government assistance or feminism. Women, they didn't. Remember, choice. I want y'all to remember choice. Remember choice. You only choose some shit that you have control over. Otherwise, you're choosing from what's presented by those who control the choice. Remember the Matrix. Choice is an illusion. So I'm reading what he's saying. Women did not invent government assistance or feminism, but these are choices that were placed in front of them.
Kindred Family Soul, plus Frank McComb, Cy Smith, Rastine Calhoun, Aaron Stevenson, Biscuits and Gravy, Derek Bordeaux, Siobhan Sharpine, Loud Teaser Band, Jacquees Ledger, Malik Rice, David Broussard, Phil Denny, Amelia Butterfly, and El Young. Get your general admission and VIP tickets now at tasteofinglewood.com for Inglewood's premier street fair and music.
Absolutely. But when you're in survival mode, opting out of choice is a spiritually conscious position. But when you're in survival mode, you're at the bottom rung of Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Tickets on sale now at tasteofinglewood.com.
You're not at self-actualization. You're at government cheese choice.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you when we fight, we win. Asian Americans Advancing Justice is the nation's largest legal and civil rights organization for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Founded in 1983 as the Asian Pacific American Legal Center, Advancing Justice LA serves more than 15,000 individuals and organizations every year. Their mission is to advocate for civil rights, provide legal services, and
one of my
education,
favorite
and
tracks.
build coalitions to positively influence and impact Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, and to create a more equitable and harmonious society. To volunteer, make a donation, or
Can
seek
you
assistance,
find this
visit
instrumental?
advancingjustice-la.org. That's advancingjustice-la.org. Or call 888-349-9695.
Something player something.
Okay. I'll chop it.
Above the Rim, from the Above the Rim soundtrack.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're living with diabetes and
Live in a minute.
you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. Ouch. Well, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking
What?
your fingers. If you
Okay, Third Eye. I think you're just trying to be a contrarian. Survival mode? Fight or flight? Limbic system of the brain? Come on, man. Come on, man. I like entertaining your thoughts sometimes, but brother, come on.
right away. Plus, it's accurate and easy to use.
Survival mode.
More time in range. And if you have insurance, you can get a new CGM.
Do you know what survival mode? Look up survival. Just read on survival mode, bro.
Shipping of your new CGM, plus we'll bill your insurance for you. 800-457-9220.
Wow.
800-457-9220. 800-457-9220. That's 800-457-9220.
More of the voice of reason with Zoe Williams.
That's you.
Now on KBLA Talk 1580.
I can't deny the fact that I spend the time with you. Cause lately, you got me losing my grip. And you say when we gotta close, now giving stuff going through my pockets late at night. Getting caught up in what you might find. Baby, I got love for you, but I'm gonna have to fall back. Even though we usually spend the night. What the world are we doing? Spending so much time on us, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is in here cooking. Was T.D. Jakes right? He said society is creating men out of women, making women more masculine, teaching women how to be men. Oh, gosh. And I contend that it's also making men more feminine. Men want, when I see a man who just wants to blame women for everything, I know something is off with him. See, let me explain something to you. You have to see things in context. Where did this aspect come from? Where did that aspect come from? How do these different or seemingly oppositional aspects, where do they tie up at? Where do they link up? Right? Who is the hidden hand that's, when I found out that all your textbooks are coming from Texas. And they decide to say, you know what? We're not going to call it slavery no more. We're going to call it something else. So that means a whole generation of children who never knew will know something different. You'll be the old grandfather sitting up there saying, well, they used to call it the slave trade in the history books I read. Well, I don't even know what that is, Pop. That's social engineering. When they can step in and say, you know what, critical race theory, no, we don't want to make little white kids feel bad about what their ancestors did. That's social engineering. So you got broken people, 1865, released, no jobs, no nothing. Some people didn't even know they were released until 3 some years later in Texas, Juneteenth. They don't have no plan for the 4 million people that were released from indentured servitude, from slavery, from chattel slavery. Hundreds of years of abuse and work. We don't have no plan for them, right? So you mean to tell me, then after that, let me just say, after that, Jim Crow, after that, redlining of economic institutions, after that, no color lines. You can't go to this school. You can't walk. You can't go. So you trying to tell me that the sister, just like the little white kid you trying to protect today from feeling bad about what their ancestors did, you trying to tell me that just like the white kid whose wealth comes from hundreds of years of servitude from your ancestors' backs, you trying to tell me just like those white kids are living the life because they came from that place, you trying to tell me we're not suffering from what happened to us still to this day? Dr. Joy DeGruy, post-traumatic slave syndrome. So we suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome, and we got a gender war going on, and black men are blaming sisters, and sisters are blaming black men, when we are the product of a broken society that broke us even further. We blaming each other for our state of trauma, for our state of toxicity, as if we're the ones who created this toxic society that we live in. And then the little white kids get to say, well, you know what, I'm moving up. I can fail forward. Black people can't fail forward. Black people can't live George W. Bush's life. Black people can't live George W. Bush's life. An average C student make it all the way to the presidency. Black people can't live Donald Trump's life, huh? We can't live that life, right? He could be a reality star. And the next thing you know, he says, I'm running for president, and believe me, I'm going to win. And then wins. See, we can't fail forward. We've always been taught you got to be 10 times better than the white person that works with you. That's what we were taught, huh? So I don't want to hear no black man blaming a sister for how she deals with her survival mode, huh? Next time you see that, man, you got to say, boy, grow up. That's boy talk. Man talk is let her do what she do. And if you're not of her consciousness, have no expectations of who she should be to you. Ask yourself why you attract that level of consciousness, brother. You expect somebody who is totally integrated into the toxicity of this culture to treat you right? Nobody gonna treat you right that is in servitude to the devil. Nobody gonna treat you like you a man or with respect if they have the talking points of the devil's culture. Nobody gonna treat you with that. They not gonna nurture you. And why you looking for it? That means you gotta go back and find out what kind of relationship you've had with your upbringing. Your mama and them, your people. Did they hug you enough? Did they love on you, brother? You got to heal you. But no, you want to sit back and go, oh, they participated in society. Yeah, they participated in society because that was the only way they was going to eat. You wasn't going to do it. I always say, brothers, you talk about the sister for integrating into a toxic system further than you. You talk about it, but you don't have a system to rival it. Where your system that makes her pause and say, I'd rather rock with my brother, what he is enterprising into. But you ain't got that. But you got criticism for her, for how she gonna survive. What did you do about it? Huh? Where did you show up and say, here's a whole new system, sister? Here's an educational system. Here's an enterprise that I'm working on. Here are some resources that I've put together. Where you at? Don't you blame her for being as toxic as you and trying to find an answer for her right now. Don't blame her for that. I know people don't want to hear that. I know. People always want to make excuses. The reality of it is, both of us are broken. Both of us. And we manifest that brokenness in different ways. One of the manifestations for women is you got to sacrifice divine femininity in order to make it all the way up here. You got to be a mercenary. You have to. What does she have to sacrifice in order to become a social mercenary? Right? She's got to sacrifice nurturing and being compassionate. Oh, you got to do it to a fault. That's why everybody talks boundaries. That's why everybody talks boundaries. Oh, you got to protect yourself. You got to protect yourself from people that's going to take advantage of you. Now you're a slight collector, and you're looking for people to take advantage of you. Whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now you're projecting it outwards. This is what this sickness does to you. When we come forward, Zoe gonna talk about more about what you got to sacrifice, your dignity, in order to be a social mercenary.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
If they're still benefiting when they're probably still dealing with trauma, great. That's the point. Listen. Revelation. Chapter 10, verse 9. This is the trade-off. Revelations chapter 10, verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. That's the trade-off for the woman. In your mouth, white supremacy. In your mouth, white education, white feminism. In your mouth, Miss Independence is sweet, but in your belly, it's bitter. In your belly, it's bitter. I'm lonely. I'm a cat lady. Come on. I don't need a man. I'm happy I can do all that by myself. In your belly, it's bitter.
Wear clothes that resonate, speak to your personality, and promote positive masculinity.
Masculinity clothing.
www.masculinityclothing.com.
That's what she got to deal with for capitulating.
27 to 90 gallons of water per day. Even tiny leaks can be huge waterways.
Now, what do you have to deal with, brother, for capitulating?
Saving actions at home and in the yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water.
What do you have to deal with for capitulating?
Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water.
Tell me when I sound stupid than a motherfucker. Tell me when I'm off.
You know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. Ouch. Well, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose...
Can somebody tell me when I'm off?
You can reduce the pain of...
You don't have to agree with everything I fucking say, but tell me when my shit just way the fuck off.
Call now and learn how a CGM CGM can help you.
Painless. No more pricking my finger.
No finger pricks.
Convenience. They delivered it free and they took care of all the paperwork.
You
Live in 30.
reduce pain right away. Plus, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you spend more time in range. And if you have insurance, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call now and get free shipping of your new CGM. Plus, we'll bill your insurance for you. 800-457-9220.
The cat lady.
800-457-9220. 800-457-9220. That's 800.
Come here, Whiskers. I have your toy.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies, your brother Zoe Williams is in the building. Hey, man, I'm not playing with y'all tonight. We trying to get it right. Sister, you got to give up a lot. You got to give up a lot. And I'm not saying you got to give it up forever, but all the sisters I know who are at a high level, it's hard for them to connect to that inner power, because that inner power in this world is seen as a weakness. It's hard for them to soften, which is part of their inner power. That's Buddhism. That's Taoism. They say the hard is brittle, but the soft is pliable. That's Bruce Lee. Be like water, my friend. But sisters got to give up that nurturing, that compassion, that affectionate, that intuition, that magnetism. They got to give it up, the warmth, the welcoming, because in this world, especially corporate America, they're going to come at you. They're going to play you for your kindness. They're going to play you for your tenderness. Tell me I'm lying, sisters. 1-800-920-1580. If you're sensual, if you're passionate, they're going to play you. Yeah, you know, you got to give it up. You got to give it up. You got to be as hard as a man sometimes. You got to show them that you're not playing. You got to show them that you are not to be played with. Oh, yeah. I know. Sometimes it's hard for sisters to come back down off of that when they come home. Sometimes it's hard for them to switch the switch, hit the light switch that says turn inner CEO off, turn inner CFO off, turn boss B off, turn Miss Independent. Sometimes it's hard because you've been conditioned to be hard. Your man didn't create the conditionings. Who did? And every time you find yourself agreeing with him and it don't itch your soul a little bit, you should know some of your humanity is being lost. Oh, the voice of reason ain't playing tonight. Let's get Lynette from Gardena, California. Lynette, we're going to take you over one more break, and then I'm going to get you on the line. Gardena, California in the building. We turned up tonight. VOR when we come forward.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Am I cooking tonight? Who fuck with me tonight? Can we get everybody to make a run on that super chat? Twos and Fuse. Where the twos and Fuse at? Everybody who hasn't hit the twos and Fuse, can I get everybody to drop a 2 spot? Am I cooking tonight? Do you fuck with what I'm saying tonight?
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA.
Somebody said been cooking for the last 2 weeks. I ain't bullshitting with these motherfuckers. I'm not fucking with these motherfuckers, man.
When we fight, we win. Community
Coalition trains
blaming a woman for her reaction to a society she didn't create and you couldn't control.
Community Coalition works to help transform the social and
If she's the helpmate, what the fuck did you do in order to help her not be addicted to the resources and provisions that this society offered? What did you do? Or was you competing with her to get the spoils? Are you mad she got the spoils from the devil and you didn't? You's a bitch.
Almost solely stimulated economic recovery in South LA for decades.
Tell me I'm lying.
Generating billions of dollars by redirecting them to South LA schools and foster care.
You's a bitch for competing with your woman to get to the motherfucking dog bowl before her.
And has a robust and active membership body. To become
20 seconds.
You mad she beat you to Master's dog bowl? That's a bitch. That's a hoe ass nigga. Your manhood is motherfucking challenged because she beat you to Master's dog bowl, bitch ass niggas. Stop complaining about the woman and do something about it.
More of The Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, very powerful conversation tonight. I don't have all the answers. I never do. But I know how to start the conversation. Let's continue the conversation. Let's get Lynette in here real quick from Gardena. Gardena, California is in the building because of you, Lynette. Talk to me.
Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely.
You know something? The good bishop, I think that his intention is to bring some kind of clarity in the times that we're living in with this culture war stuff. You know, you got good being called evil, evil being called good, and we raise the girls and baby the boys. But at the same time, he's not really keeping it in context because from the Bible standpoint, it says God made us both male and female in his image, equality. Yeah, we have different roles, and nobody is subjugated to the other. It's not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be getting paid the same amount of money, but we ain't there yet. And then he failed to mention transhumanism. When you hear those white supremacists, and he won't even refute them, talking about the Jews won't replace us, but the robots about to replace everybody. We all gonna need a guaranteed universal basic income, That really was me. We're living in Stepford Wives kind of mentality with them kind of mixed there. They just graduated from caveman school, okay, and how they treat their women. Now they want them to be robots. And if it wasn't for black women, we wouldn't even be talking about the space age. Check out Hidden Figures. It was the first invent coding, okay, one of those sisters. But at the same time, we never get the kind of attention that needs to be at the time that we're really in, because robots are for real, y'all. I mean, they got it to where these robots are doing what they do. I heard this about a few years ago. They was just doing what they do, and then they just cut off and started talking to each other in the cloud, So,
yeah.
We get real and stop saying, well, don't hate the player, hate the game, because both sides say that kind of stuff. We got to stop playing games and create the world that we want, and our children should be able to live in with equality. And that's all I got to say, brother. God bless you.
I appreciate you, Lynette. Thank you, bro. Gardena into the building. We appreciate it. Phone line's been crazy all night. I'm going to say it again. Revelations 10:9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. See, when you take the social game rules from a toxic society, it's going to be sweet in your mouth, but it's going to be bitter in your belly. They wrote these rules. In ancient African, all these cultures that we seeded in antiquity, the woman was integral. To the ancient Kemetans, Isis was the throne. You can't sit on the throne until we know your matrilineal line. In Ifa, the divine Iami, the divine feminine, they were the merchants, as the brother Q said. See, again, you don't know your own story. All you know is the story of your oppressor, and you judge each other by it. Listen, that's it for me. I'll be back tomorrow when we come forward. News, and my brother Danny Morrison and Robin back in the building. We out. Deuces. That shit was fire, y'all. Great show. That shit was hot fire. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for signing in, chopping it up with your brother. What you do is turn all the mics, all the headphones down so don't blast the ears of those who have to use it next. Yes, sir.
No Robin yet.
No Robin yet?
She ain't gonna be here all week. So.
What?
Under the weather, man.
You gotta do it by yourself?
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a pro, so that's easy. You're a pro. You got it.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Hey, that Moonchild was fire, huh? You didn't think I had it up my sleeve? Hey, that show was nuts, bro. Phone lines was bananas. Yeah, that shit was crazy. You know what we do? Appreciate y'all, man. Andy rocking with y'all. Yeah, she was going in.
When she said that, I was like, what?
Yeah, she threw a curveball with the transhumanism. I loved it. I was like, uh-oh. Topic alert. Hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, man, shit, I'm not right about all of this shit, but I see a lot of points be like off. You know, just a little off. Maybe needs a little bit more context. So I appreciate y'all. Your brother's out. Deuces.